All right. Well, if you're listening to this or if you're
Hey.
watching this, actually, we're wearing the same clothes we were wearing last week because we're filming 2 back to back, but it's fine. It's how it goes. But welcome back to the Just Jay-Z podcast. It's Jessi.
And Krista.
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 Krista. I told you the other day I'm going to start calling you Chris.
No.
You're like, no, absolutely not. I'm dying. Here's our highlights and lowlights of the week. We just recorded one, so highlights and lowlights might be hard.
I already have mine.
Oh, you do? Okay, just kidding. You start then.
My highlight is that P. Diddy's house got raided.
That was crazy.
Crazy.
What's
but
it? I haven't learned much about it. What is
because
it
he's
for?
like being accused of being like a pedophile.
Oh, okay. Wait, Jordan and I started watching Quiet on Set last night. Have you seen it?
Yeah. Well, no, but I've seen like clips of it.
It starts off just kind of
like ruined Nickelodeon for me. I'm like, how
100%
sad. Like,
will.
we're having the time of our lives and they're just like being so abused. I'm like,
Yes.
that's so awful.
I mean, like our childhoods were like 90s, like Britney Spears,
Yeah.
NSYNC, Nickelodeon, and now
I
it's
know.
sad. But it like progressively gets worse.
Also,
it's so sad.
That's not my like actual. It's not. I'm not like happy that it happened.
But if he is a pedophile, there needs to be people stopping him. So it's a good
And
thing.
you know me.
Didn't he like take off to another country?
Yeah, and left his kids in the house to get raided.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
How old are
that's what I
his
saw.
kids?
I don't know how old they are, but I know that he left his kid. Like his kids were there.
Ew. Okay.
And he's like
that's
on
terrible.
a private jet, so he can't get extra. He's in some country that he can't get extradited back to the U.S. in.
What does that mean?
Extradited means like if the police over there found him, they'd fly him back over here.
And he can't. That can't.
That's
happen?
from what I understand. I could be
Can
wrong.
the U.S. police go there to arrest him?
I don't
or
know.
No?
I don't know the
Interesting.
international like laws.
Well,
But,
interesting.
yeah.
You love stuff like that.
I know. I'm like all about. If you don't know by now,
She's a conspiracy theorist.
through and through.
Sorry, I'm eating mac and cheese. I'm starving. No, I agree with you that that's a good thing if it's true.
Yeah. So it's more just something that's like entertaining and really sad, but also I'm like, if he is like. Anyways, there's like lots and lots. My niece, shout out to Lex, my little niece. She's not little anymore. She's like in her 20s. But
I was thinking a child.
yeah, she's like 15. We've been like TikTok.
Wait, she's in her 20s or she's 15?
No, she's in her 20s.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were saying 15 as a joke. Okay.
Yeah. We send TikToks back and forth to each other. We've been sitting about it, and like it's like crazy.
Are people digging into conspiracy theories with it?
Yeah, for sure. Like there's this clip of Justin Bieber. Hold on, let me.
no.
I know it's like so crazy. Hold on. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Oh,
Anyways,
I hope it's not true.
And then my
That's
niece
sad.
told me, and again, I don't know if this is true, but my niece told me, she said Diddy is the Epstein of the music industry.
No.
And she said he assaulted Usher, and Usher and Diddy both assaulted Justin Bieber. And she's like, the Diddy rabbit hole is crazy. Did you know that Diddy had custody of Usher when he was 15 years old, and he was sent to the hospital because he had bleeding, he was bleeding badly from his rectum.
No.
CPS never got involved.
Wow.
We don't know if that's 100% true.
Diddy than Usher?
I don't know.
Because I thought they were around the same age. Am I wrong?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, P. Diddy's older. Anyways, not that that's like my highlight, but I am a huge, like, it is my highlight, but like, I'm not like happy it happened. I'm saying
You're happy it's
I'm
getting exposed.
Yes. That, because then Jess thinks I'm crazy for believing in all these conspiracy theories.
I don't think you're crazy because I'm sure there's way dark things that happen that we're not aware of. Like I do know that. I just don't like when you tell me Taylor Swift is part of it. That's the only thing.
Anyways, so and then my low light, the weather has been so just garbage.
Like up and down.
Yeah. It was, I came into work yesterday, sunny as can be. I didn't come in with the jacket on.
Yeah.
I was foiling for like 15 minutes. My first client, I look over, there's 2 feet of snow outside.
Yeah. Did you see Randy's stories? Oh, it was like snow, sun, snow,
It
sun.
was literally how it was. So that's probably my low light.
Yeah, I agree. Because it's like getting to April. It needs to warm up.
Yeah.
So over it. I would say my low light is that, well, if you listen to last week's episode, we're going to St. George this weekend, and it was my highlight, and I'm excited. But my low light is preparing for the road trip with kids. This is Jovi's first road trip. It's not that long. It's like, 3.5 hours, 4 hours?
3 hours.
And Jagger is just a toddler. He hasn't done a road trip in years. He's only done one to St. George. Like, we usually fly everywhere. So I'm just nervous because you just never know. Like, I feel like road trips are where, like, they have blowouts all of a sudden and they're screaming. Like, it's just they know.
If you can stop at the Creamery in Beaver.
Okay.
It's new. It's a
okay.
beautiful building. They've got toys and squeaky cheese, and they have a big cow that, not real cow, but it's like a fake cow. They can go pretend to like milk, and they've got like all this fun stuff.
So that's like a good stopping point to get them out of the car.
It's like right in the middle. You're a little over halfway, like closer to St. George, but it's a really good, like most people stop there because it's halfway from here to like St. George.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Okay.
We took our kids there. We stopped in Beaver. We got some snacks and some cheese, and it was really fun.
How many days were you there? 4? 3?
4 days.
Okay, that's what we're doing too, which is good. Yeah.
It was really fun.
So yeah, I'm just like having to pack everyone and then prepare for that. I'm just like nervous.
Trips as a mom is like,
it's not a vacation, it's a trip.
Yeah.
For sure. But I am excited for it, but like just dreading like the whole road trip aspect. Then my highlight, I would say, is that it's just kind of like general, but like we have just like a lot of exciting things coming up.
Yeah.
Like we have Chicago coming up, and then we have Premiere, and that's going to come soon.
Oh, it's going to be so fun.
It's going to be so fun. We're going to the CMT Awards in like a week. Like there's just like a lot of fun things going on. And then also like we're restructuring education a little bit. We have something we're going to work on. Like I just feel like there's a lot of fun like projects coming up, and like I love like feeling my creative juices flowing.
Totally.
Like getting excited about things. So it's just been like fun at work lately.
Yeah. And I think that you've been really busy with one big project in particular. So now that you're kind of not like done with it necessarily, but you're like at a good stopping point, you're like, okay, I can work on some other projects.
Like I can get back into this.
Yeah.
And it's been so fun.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay,
should we jump in? Okay.
So I have been really into the human design lately. I've always heard about it, but I was listening to Stassi's podcast and she was talking about it, and then she had like the creator of the app on, and they kind of dove into it, and I just got sucked in. And I'm a sucker for stuff like this. Like I love like stars and not genealogy. What's it called? Astrology. What is my brain?
I love genealogy.
I'm like, I have never done genealogy in my life. I'm like, genealogy. No, I love astrology. Like I am a Gemini, which is like the worst sign you can be, but I do resonate with it, unfortunately. And I love like reading stuff about like myself and things that I resonate with. I just think that stuff's cool. So this one's really cool because it goes so in depth. So we're doing the app called My Human Design. It's like a little tan
what it's all
app.
about.
It basically, you put in your name, you put in your birthday, the time you were born, and the city and state you were born in. And all of that comes together, and it literally lays it out for you. So I'm going to walk through the different like types, because there's categories under your design.
She just made me download this.
I did.
And
Krista?
I'm not one that believes in this stuff. So I think I'm in what's the water one? The
I don't even know. I don't know enough about
Aquarius?
it. Oh, you don't even know your actual sign?
No, I'm an Aquarius.
Okay, you're an Aquarius.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but
it's a water sign, you mean?
I think.
I don't even know. But
I don't know either. All I know is that I'm an Aquarius, and I just feel like I personally like. I think maybe just being my faith, we just don't like. We don't get into that stuff as much.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's fine. Like it's whatever. But but I am excited for this because it goes off of like your actual like birth date and stuff. So
well, and I just feel like what I love about this one is it's not just a general like you're a Gemini and like whatever. It's like broken down into categories, and it helps you with like how you problem solve, how you react to things, friendships, relationships, work. Like it's everything. It even tells you how you should eat for yourself.
Really?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
So the different categories, the number one, the first one is your energy type. So how your energy functions. Second is your authority, how you should best make decisions. Then you have your profile, which is your personality, your strategy, which is how you make things happen, your sign, which is how you know you're on the right path. So basically the feeling you're going to get when you're living in your true self. And then your not self, which is how you feel when you're doing things that are not aligned for you.
Okay.
7 is your gifts, and usually people have like a list of them. 8 is your manifestation process, which is how you manifest. 9 is incarnation cross, your life theme and purpose. 10 is your digestion, the best way for you to eat and the way you're designed to eat. 11 is your strongest sense. We talked about that, like which of your senses is your spidey sense. And then 12 is your emotions, which is how you feel things. So each one pops up and it tells you what the name of your category is and what you are, and then you can read more about it. So
cool.
I think we should go through the categories and say what each of us are.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
So your energy type. I'll go first because I've known mine for a while, and then I'll have you go.
Okay.
So I'm a manifesting generator.
That's what mine says.
Is it really?
Yes.
Okay, I had a feeling because we're similar.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited
I feel like
to see
in a
if
lot
we
of
have
ways,
a lot of things
you
that
and
are
I
same.
are like the same person.
Yes.
In a lot of ways. We give off the same energy.
We do. Except I'm just the old version.
She's the granny version.
I'm the granny version. You're the young hot version.
The richer granny version of me.
No. So a manifesting generator, I'll just read a little bit about it because if you open it up, it goes into like a lot more detail.
I was wondering what is all this?
So I'll tell you. So there are like, I don't know exactly how many, but like, let's say there's like 5 or 10, I don't remember, of different types of energies.
Multi-passionate people.
Yes. This is why I think this is going to be accurate for you. Cause like since you're such a strong personality type, I'm just excited to see what you resonate with.
Yeah.
But basically, the starting point in human design is your energy type. We were all built to function differently with different skills and different ways our energy works. When we align with that, rather than do the things the way the world tells us to do things, we create success and happiness with so much more ease, and it's more enjoyable because it's the way our souls actually crave doing life. Your energy type tells you how you are built to operate, and it's arguably the most important aspect of your design. So basically, manifesting generators are multi-passionate people. You have various passions and are meant to do many varied things in one lifetime, which I don't know if you resonate with this, but like me, I have a salon and a school and an extension line and a podcast. And like, I have so many different things and I get very excited about all of them. Are you like that?
I am like that because I get burnt out doing the same thing.
Yes, you need change do the same thing.
I'm like, my schedule right now, I'm at the school Mondays, I'm here Tuesdays, and then I'm with you Wednesdays. It's like the perfect recipe because if I was just only doing hair 3 days a week, I'd get so burnt out.
Yeah. And it's probably similar with motherhood. If you were a stay-at-home mom full time, you'd feel burnt out of that. You need to have like variety. However, we live in a world that tells you in order to be happy or successful, you have to choose one lane and stay within it, which is just not true for you. Everything that sparks a passion inside of you is trying to get you to follow it. And if you do, it leads you right to everything you desire. Your challenge is to defy what society tells us about how to become happy and successful and show us a new way of doing it. A manifesting generator's gift to the world is to break us out of the boxes we live our lives in and expand our perspective on what's possible.
Totally. I've always, like I told you in the last podcast we just recorded, I'm a daydreamer.
Yes.
I've daydreamed my whole life.
Yep. So basically, I guess like there on other energy types, there's a manifester and there's a generator, and we're both. So manifesting generators.
We get the best of both worlds.
We should start a band. Speaking of other dreams, but what's cool about a manifester is that they can have the ideas, the thoughts, the visions, and like they can dream, but sometimes they have a hard time putting it into action. Generators have a harder time coming up with that idea, but they can make things happen.
And we're both.
So we can actually come up with things and then do it. Like that series we're going to do. I know we'll do it because we're both like that.
Yeah.
So isn't that cool?
Yes, yeah. So good.
So we're manifesting generators.
Okay, perfect.
So that's just kind of like, it goes more in depth, but just like an overall, that's who we are. Okay.
Number two.
Number two is your authority. So I am a sacral authority.
Okay. I'm emotional authority.
Okay. So basically, I'll read like a little bit of mine, then you read a little bit of yours. So gut intuition. The gut is about desire. It knows when it wants something and it knows when it doesn't. It's not based in logic and can't be explained. When life sends you something it wants you to do, you will feel a rush of excitement through your whole body. This is your cue to say yes. These visceral physical pulls you feel towards things are the universe's way of showing you that these are the right decisions. So basically, it's saying to me that if you light up when you think of something, it's right for you. And if you for me, if it's right for me, I'll literally feel it physically, with my whole body.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So mine says your intuition is emotional, meaning that the right decision for you is always going to be the one that makes you feel happy or content when you think about it, which, you know, what's so, I'm like, wait, why is this actually
I told you
accurate? Because with me, so I'm a very spiritual and religious person in my faith. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
If you want to convert, reach out to Krista. She'll send you a Book of Mormon.
Just email me at jessijzstyles22@gmail.com. And we'll get you set up.
Imagine you just get like a flood of emails.
But truthfully, when I'm like praying or meditating and I'm trying to look for an answer, I get like a wave of sad emotions or I get a wave of a happy emotion. Okay. And if it makes me happy, it's an emotion. It's in my head and also in my heart. I feel it. I get warm and fuzzy and it makes me happy. Or if it's not something, I get like anxious and I get scared. It makes me sad.
Yeah.
So it's like,
so this could give you more insight into your religion and how you react to things. That's cool.
Yeah. So then here it says your emotions are not random. They are the way the universe specifically tells you the right way to go into any situation in your life. And you can always rely on them to show you what the most aligned option is.
I love that for you because I do feel like you get feelings about things.
Yeah, I do.
Like you'll tell me like that person.
I'm an emotional person though too. Like we just talked about this. I'm like, if you don't like someone, I guess I don't like them either.
Exactly.
Like I'm emotional that way. I'm like, you hurt my friend's feelings, but you hurt my feelings too.
I'm an extension of her. Well, what's interesting about mine is because since I'm a Gemini, I always see both sides of everything. Like we talked about that with me. And so sometimes even if I know the right decision, I have a hard time committing to it. So I'm like, but what if the other way, you know?
Yeah.
And here it says for me, like, if you're ever feeling hesitant or mixed, it's because your gut has spoken, but for some reason you're not comfortable with that response because your head's still like, wait, no, but my gut will always tell me, whereas your feelings will always tell you.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That's super cool.
Okay. The third one is your profile. This one I'll have to explain a little more, but mine is a 4-6, the regal authority figure.
So I am a 6-2, the exemplary human.
Oh, this is what Stassi was. exemplary means like top tier human. So that's a really good one.
Wow.
So go into that. So I'll read a little about mine. So basically you have 2 numbers and it'll break down each number.
Okay.
So basically the first number describes the way you see yourself and the second number is the way others see you. So the 4 is how you see yourself. So my 4 is a people person. It says, I am. In your mind, your life is oriented and measured by the people in it. You're gifted at bonding with people for this reason who have a sense of who is right. And you have a sense of who is right for you to spend your time with. For you, the saying is true that quality of your life is determined by the quality of your friendships.
Yep.
And I agree with that because I give a lot, I feel like, to my relationships.
That like just flashed me back to Premiere when all you did was sit and talk to people all day long. Day. And I swear, you probably hugged more people in that amount of time than you hugged in like 45 years.
Probably.
Because there's just like so many. Yeah.
It was amazing.
So
I'm
just saying that's so true.
And that's what I love about teaching is like connecting, you know?
Totally.
Okay. And then my number 6 is how people see me. And this one, the wise sage. As a sage, you're born with innate wisdom. You come into this world already wise to life. But your first 30 years, your connection to your inner wisdom takes a backseat as you try to establish yourself, your goals, and your direction in life. You experiment with putting your energy into lots of different places, people, and opportunities. And this is an important process. But as you come to the end of your 20s, you usually want to be more selective about what you put your energy into because you know what will reap you the rewards and what won't. You start to want to make things feel a little more peaceful and settled, keeping all the good parts of life that you acquired and getting rid of the rest that pulls you down, which is what you were saying to me today.
That's mine.
Yep. Oh, because yes. Okay. So now read me. Oh, and then it says like when you come together, these 2 things really reflect in each other. So like it says when they come together in your tribe of people, you are usually the central figure influencing. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I'm an influencer.
Influencer.
Directing and organizing everybody else, but you're often holding court without even trying to. And you may find that in social situations, it revolves around you. And this way you foster togetherness, which is a super important value for you. Okay, so now read yours.
Okay, so mine is number 6, the wise sage. So it's literally word for word for what you said, but mine's slightly different at the end.
Oh, what did it say?
Maybe it's not. But it says, usually you want to be more selective about what people put your energy into, which, okay, this is so funny because I spent the first half of my 20s literally wanting to be everybody's friend. Ask Nicole and Jenna this. I've talked to this. I literally called Nicole last night on my way home from work and because I had a client whose friends are not really friends. She's related to somebody I used to be friends with. Okay. And I was talking to her and then I called Nicole last night and I'm like, okay, I'm going to sound so rude, but I'm like, wow, it's like I'm like, I'm embarrassed that I used to try to be her friend so bad. Cause they were not good friends to me at all.
Really?
No, they were awful to me. And I was just like a little freaking dog on the freaking porch that got swept away and came right back.
No.
Because I wanted to be friends with them so bad. And now and that was like the beginning / mid of my 20s. Okay. And now that I'm like, especially since I came here, being here gave me so much confidence. I can't even tell you. My being here has given me a lot of confidence. And I feel like I've kind of come into this like power. Like I kind of mentioned this on the last when we were chatting just a minute ago. Is like I've come into I feel like a more powerful version of myself where I'm not begging people to be friends with me. I have my solid little group of friends. I'm so content with it, love it, and I don't have any room for anyone else. Sorry.
That's crazy because I feel like I've only known that version of you, and so it's like weird to me to even think that you were like that. But also you grow and you change and you grow up. You know,
that's so cool. It's just so that rings so true to me because like you come to the end of your 20s, you usually want to be more selective about what and who and what you put your energy into because you know what will reap you the rewards and what won't. And it's so true. Like I was literally calling Nicole, I'm like, I'm so embarrassed that I used to be friends with them. That's like so desperate of me. I'm like, oh,
and now probably look at your lives compared to theirs. You know, like you're like, I'm better than them anyway.
Okay, so it says you start to want to make things feel a little bit more peaceful and settled for yourself, keeping all the good parts of your life that you acquired and getting rid of the rest, which is now just noise to you. Like that is so true. I told you. That's such a, like, literally, I don't believe in this stuff. I really don't. But this is like spot on to where I am in my life right now. Spot on.
Because I'm like, I converted you.
And this is me specifically talking about like friendships. Like I wanted 85 friends in my life. And now I'm like, I want just a peaceful quality group of girls that I can call on the phone in the middle of the night if I need something and they have my back. And I need like 2 to 3 people to do that. And I'm good. That's so crazy.
That's actually also what I love about human design is it does focus a lot on like your 20s being the time you're figuring it out and you're lost, and then you step into your own and your 30s, which I love because I do feel like your 30s are like the best years of your life because you've got it figured out a little more, but you're still young, you know?
Yeah, totally. Okay. And then the second one is the natural.
Okay.
So you come across as a natural, which means there are certain things you seem to be effortlessly good at without really knowing how you came to be good at those things or being able to describe to other people how you do it, which I feel like is accurate. Probably.
See that. And this is how people see you. And I've said to you, I'm like, you just come across as like confident and like strong and like powerful. And you're like, I wasn't always that way, but that's how I see you. So that makes sense. And you're an educator. So that also makes sense.
Which I also think this is like, people could, and I've also, a lot of the times I've been told I'm really, when I was younger, not so much now because I'm older, but when I was younger, people used to be like, you're really mature for your age.
Yeah, I can see that.
I was always like acted a lot older, but I think it's because those life experiences that I had, obviously like losing my dad young, like having a single mom growing up, like there's been certain things that had me grow up a lot more, which is interesting. And I feel like because I'm just, I don't want to be like, I'm just good at those things. Yeah. And I don't know how, but a lot of people are like, how do you do that? Like, how do you stay like this? How did you do blah, blah? And I'm like, I don't know. You just do it.
Yeah, you do.
You know?
Yep.
That's
totally.
So weird. That like freaked me out.
No, it's so true. And that's what I love about this.
Okay. Your strategy.
Okay. So then the next one, we're on number 4, right? Yeah. Strategy. So how you make things happen. So mine's responding.
So is mine.
Shut up.
I told you we're like the same person.
It'll be crazy if we have like 50% the same or something.
Yeah.
So basically we are both responding. So it says your strategy is the way you make things happen in your life, how you go about making your dream life and how you manifest. The world has taught us we have to push and force things to happen, but you have a unique way of drawing your dreams to you that will feel much more easeful and fun. Plus it will get you much quicker results when you do it because you're doing it in the way you're meant to.
That's so true.
It's so true.
You know what that is?
We're both good at that.
Manifesting.
Yes.
I manifested the car that I'm driving.
See, you do believe in stuff like this.
I do. I know. I 100% believe in manifesting.
Yeah. I agree.
1000%.
That's why this stuff isn't like religious, but it's like very just like spiritual.
Yeah. And
like,
it's very just like intuitive.
Yeah. Intuitive. That's the right word. And then it says the answers are all around you. You don't have to figure out what you want. It's the outside world that will give you the clues of what you're into or not based on how you respond to it.
And if you want to look at this from a religious point of view, you can just like the way that I think of this, I'm like, oh, like you swap out universe for God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like God will give you the answers.
If you're looking for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And then it says your decisions are black and white. It's important for you to know that the gut is black and white. It doesn't do gray area. So for you, you're either excited about it or you're not. You'll feel a full body yes or no, which is interesting because mine was gut and yours was emotion, which just feel. So like this is perfect for both of us.
Yes.
It's so crazy, right?
Okay, so let me ask you a question. I've always been known in my family that I can make a decision like that.
Okay, yeah.
I can always like, if it's a really important one, I might like take a day.
Yeah.
But I can feel like within me, it almost immediately.
Yeah.
If for me to like take a different job or if I like want to do this or that, I don't know. I feel like I have a gift where I just like I am quick at decision making. Do you feel like you're like that?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't take you long to make decisions.
I don't like to take long times to think about things. Like I'm totally that way too.
Okay, that's so interesting.
Okay, so then the next one, and also like when you're looking at these, like there are more paragraphs. We're just summarizing, but when you do your own, like read everything. So it's really cool. So you'll need to go back and read everything too. Okay, next is your sign. This is how you know you're on the right path. What's yours?
Satisfaction.
Mine too. I knew it. Okay, so basically, this is the feeling you get when you're living in your truth and you're living the right way.
Which is how I felt lately.
Yes.
Since I came here.
And that's what you said is like life's going well.
Yeah.
So your sign is the feeling you have when you're living your design. It's a no-fail way that the universe can signal to you that you're on the right track. When you're using your energy correctly, you will always feel your sign come up in your life. Satisfaction is feeling lit up by life. This is the feeling you get when you're living a full life, one where each day is filled with things that please you, big and small, that you have consciously chosen. Your perfect coffee in the morning, the buzz in your work life, a warm cuddle with your loved ones, and so on and so forth. When you string these moments together where you feel so content in each, you get to the end of your day and can't help but let out a good sigh of relief. One that means you've used your energy up in a good way today. It brought back some awesome returns and you're fully ready to check out, hit the pillow, and do it again tomorrow.
Yes.
I love that.
So funny. I love that.
And then on the flip side, your not self, which is number 6, is how you feel when you're not doing things aligned for you.
What's yours? I went first last time.
Okay, frustration.
So wait, what?
I'm dead. Okay, I told you we're the same person. So frustration is what you feel when things aren't going your way, when you're not making the right decisions. So Your not self is frustration. If you're living in your design, saying yes to things that light you up and no to the things that don't, you create a steady flow of excitement in your life, which then magnetizes people and opportunities to you. The opposite of energy flowing is energy stagnating. This creates a feeling of being stuck and not being able to move things forward even if you try. This is the true definition of frustration, attempting or not reaching something, but it's not happening. How frustration can look in your thoughts is nothing's happening. This isn't going the way I want. I'm bored. I'm over this. I'm being made or forced to do this. I feel like I'm having the life sucked out of me. And it's just kind of the feeling of defeat when you're not living in your purpose or you're doing things that go against your gut.
Right.
So it's really cool to like see that, like, if that is that accurate for you, like you get frustrated when it's like,
especially when I feel like there's things that are kind of out of my control, because I feel like I'm more controlling in my life. And so when something's out of my control and I can't like get a hang of it, I'm like, oh, like my first reaction is like, I don't get sad. I don't really even get angry. I just get frustrated.
Yes. Like I want to change it.
Yeah.
Yes. We're the same.
So
okay,
funny.
your gifts. This is a little more in depth, but if you scroll down to like show more, you should have like 10 or 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so
let's go
each one. Okay, so what's your first gift?
Marching to your own rhythm.
What gift is it? What number?
Number 5.
Okay, mine's gift 8, which is being a tastemaker and marketeer.
Oh,
yeah, pretty cool.
Okay, mine is gift number 13, listening and collecting stories.
That's my number 3.
Okay.
And then my number 2 is gift 10, a love of life.
Cool. So then I have gift number 17, which is sustaining opinions.
Ooh, okay.
Substaining?
Let me see. Yes. Oh, substination. Substinationing?
I don't know what that
I think they made that up. I don't know.
I don't know what that means. Let me click on it really fast.
Yeah, what does it say?
Not only do logical, factual perspectives come easy to you, you also have a natural ability to actually back them up.
Oh, that makes sense. So basically, I mean, we all have like a bunch of gifts, but let's each just read our top one for this. So
okay.
Like, so
wait, mine
just
only shows me
many,
like,
how many gifts do you have?
I have 5. I don't know. Look.
Okay, so you have a lot. Yeah. So these are all your gifts. So how many do you have? Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if we each have the same amount.
Okay, so 18.
Oh, okay. So basically, like some of my other ones are being a giver. That's me. Generosity of spirit, creating unity, a healthy dose of questioning and skepticism. So like all of these things that come together just are like your strengths and your
magnetic
gifts.
charisma
Is your first one?
I think is cool.
100%.
We did a meeting at the school. I don't remember when. It's just like a month ago, and we were all told to like write down things that we love about each other, and everyone was like, I always know I'm gonna have a good time at work when Krista's there.
Yeah,
like,
she's just fun.
She brings the life, and she makes me excited to be at work. So I'm like, wow, that's
And that's your number one gift.
Yeah.
Yes. So go into it and just read the first paragraph, and then I'll do mine.
Okay.
That's
so not
true.
my number one gift. That's down here.
It's okay. What's your number one gift?
Was marching to your own rhythm.
I could see that one too.
So, which I have always done that. Everybody that's known me since I was little, I've always said it's Krista's world and we're just living in it. Because like,
dead. No, it's true though.
Truthfully, I've always been like, okay, I was actually going to bring this up to you. In fact, I thought about this morning because I was thinking of the Girls podcast,
yes,
you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? This is like, I feel like we are so similar because I think in our core, we have insecurities, but we're not insecure people.
Yes.
I have seen you march to the beat of your own drum.
Yeah.
You totally do. But I don't feel like that's a bad thing because it's like, you're not, I mean, you can have insecurities, but you're not an insecure person.
Yeah. That's human, but yeah, I think we're both confident people. Yeah.
And I feel like it's like, this is so you have a strong internal sense of your own rhythm. Like you know who you are deep down. I've been so incredibly blessed with the gift of like, I've always known who I was. I've never questioned.
It's perfect.
Krista. Like, I'm just like, I don't know what I did in heaven to like get into the popular group, but like, I just know.
I am one of God's favorite.
I just know that I've always just had a sense of knowing who I am and where I came from. And I've always stayed grounded in that. So that's so true. So it says, so people with gift number 5 have a strong internal sense of their own rhythm. So they can't fit into the world's timing and schedule. If they do, it's a disservice to everyone. Your body has its own sense of what it wants to do, of when it wants to do certain things. Even if that's unconventional, you have to honor it because making sure that things happen in the best way is how you do them and how and when you do them.
Yep. I think that's so true for you. And I feel like you always say things like, I don't buy into the world's view of things. You're very not worldly.
No, like talking to people on a plane and making friends with people on a plane probably isn't the norm, but here I am.
Here I am doing it.
Yeah, I've made friends.
I love that. Mine's being a tastemaker and marketeer, which is 8. And it says people with gift 8 have a natural ability to sift through what's out there and locate what's good. They are here to do that sifting, which comes easily and naturally to them. When you flex it, it makes you a good tastemaker. People will see you as someone who can tell them what's what's worth their time, what's cool, and what's worth buying.
Love it.
So check out my like to know it. Just kidding.
Yes.
Okay.
So funny.
Number 8 is your manifestation process. Mine's non-specific.
And mine is specific.
Okay, interesting. So we'll each read so you guys see the difference. So basically, manifesting refers to your way of bringing things you want into your reality. I am designed to manifest in a non-specific way, which is a method that's very new to the world. Traditionally, we tell people to get clear on exactly what they want down to a T, make a vision board, write a list. This style is very much about the person and what the person wants. But this is not true for you. You can and are meant to have beautiful things happen in your life without you having to ask for them. Your work is to have a general idea of what you'd like and then stay open to how the universe will fill in the details. Because of that manifestation, they are so much greater than what you could have even imagined yourself.
Okay, and that's so, I feel like that is very you. Because you know what you want, but you're also so open to like opinion. And as long as it stays within that general vicinity, you're like, I feel like you're good with everything.
I agree.
Because you are specific in certain things, but you're also open to like other people's opinions and like things like that, which I think
and ideas and totally. Okay, I want to hear yours.
So mine is specific. I can't speak
Rewind
English.
the tape.
Specific, which is so funny because since I was like younger, like probably a teenager, I read this like, or I think I was in seminary or something. And I've always done this since this lesson that I was taught that you need to be very specific in what you ask of God. And I am so specific in my prayers. No, I go down to the very time and date that I want things. It doesn't always happen, but a lot of times it does. Same thing with manifesting. Every time I manifest, I'm very detailed. So this is like,
and
this
your
is
board
so
like
weird.
all came true this past year.
Yes. And in my vision board, exactly. Yeah. Like anyways. Okay. So it says you are designed to manifest in a specific way, which means things come to you quickest when you are detailed and clear about exactly what you want.
Wow.
For example, if you know you want a house with a front porch, marble kitchen countertops, and a specific area of town, don't ignore those things. Those details aren't just in your mind for no reason. That is like, that's so you. Yeah. That's so crazy.
Hey, I told you, like, that's why I love this stuff is like, you can just really like
hone in.
Yes.
Yeah. That's cool.
Okay. Number 9 is your life theme and purpose. Mine is right angle cross of the sleeping Phoenix 2, 2034, and then 5559. I don't really know what all that means, but what's yours?
So mine says, left angle cross of industry. So 30/29 and then 34/20.
Okay. I'll read a little bit about mine and then you read yours. To busy yourself with what makes you happy, because if you're not busying yourself with what makes you happy, you're inadvertently busying yourself with what brings you down. If that is not true, I don't know what is, because I'm always so busy.
Yes.
Basically, every human lifetime has a different theme. Your life theme describes the main energy you're meant to bring into everything you do. It's called a theme because it's meant to run through all of the areas of your life. This is so me. Busyness is in your bones, and it's a beautiful thing. When you're busy and doing things that light you up, you create such a surplus of life force and energy that feeds you. It takes you higher and higher and elevates others. It's like you're spreading aliveness juice. You can probably think of a time when you've had an exciting project, and because you wanted to do it, and how damn good you felt about yourself, it like keeps you alive in a sense.
Yeah.
That's what we want to create for you. As a manifesting generator, you know that when you do anything that doesn't light you up, it drains you. So basically, like, I love being busy with things I'm passionate about, which is so me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So mine says you are a real doer, but productivity for productivity's sake is not helpful for moving your life forward, nor is it for the lives of others. Doing will only create your dream life when you're doing things that just light you up. Trust that those things are the very things that you need to be doing to get you where you want to go. When you discover the things you truly love to do, you will effortlessly become very active in the pursuit of reaching new heights, which is like,
that's cool.
I found my passion in hair. I opened up a salon and now I work in like one of the biggest salons in Utah and fly all over the country doing education.
And that was what you liked. And so you gravitated towards it.
Yeah.
Oh, see, so I love this stuff.
This will draw others to you because being in that high reaching and doing state makes you very magnetic. Others will be inspired to get busy with you or in their own lives because you make it look so enjoyable and attractive. It's like you reframe taking action from this hard, unenjoyable duty of a fun, playful, creative expression that is an extension of your essence, and the whole world needs this reframe. This is so this life theme also creates togetherness because there's nothing that makes people bond quicker than having shared passions.
Yep.
Let yours pour out of you.
Which is another thing with educating. Like, you love to share what you do.
Yes.
Oh, this is so cool.
So crazy.
Okay, this one is so interesting. It's your digestion, the best way for you to eat. Mine is called indirect light. What's yours?
Cold food.
Oh, is this a fat joke? They're like, like, you love ice cream.
I'm like, salad? That's what you want me to eat?
I'm dead. Okay, wait. I'll read a little mine, then I want to hear yours too. So mine says your system is very sensitized to light. It needs soft lighting and not too much bright light in order to digest best and think best, which is so true. And it even says here, if you're eating at a restaurant, choose moody lighting. I literally, like, my whole life have always been attracted to like moodier things. And like, I love the ambiance of a restaurant when it's like that. Yeah. How weird. Okay, what is yours? Well, cold food. What does it mean?
This app just literally called me fat. I don't know what to do. I'm like, maybe I
haven't heard that one yet. I'm so excited to hear what this means.
Okay, so it says, okay, try to consume whatever cooling things appeal to you. Juices, cucumber slices, celery sticks, smoothie bowls, lemon water. If you're eating something like a roasted chicken, let it cool before eating it. You might even find that you naturally prefer food when it's leftovers because you're...
Is this true?
Do you know what my favorite thing to do is?
What?
Cold pizza.
Done.
I
That's
love
all you need
cold
to eat.
pizza. That's like what I eat.
Wild.
I'm not kidding. I do like hot things though. Like but if I actually,
but this isn't maybe even just what you like. It's what your body reacts best to.
Okay.
So maybe this will fit your,
because I find myself getting like iced drinks more than hot drinks.
Yeah. Yeah.
But okay. So then it's like this, I saw this. I'm like, okay, man, my freaking anus would agree with this. This says, try to avoid spicy foods as much as you might love them.
I have to put in the clip of you being like, when I eat this chicken, my butthole's on fire.
No, literally.
This
and
is
I
calling
just
you out.
It is. It totally is. And you know what's funny is that I've been loving spicy food lately, and my digestive system hates it.
Yeah.
I'll be on the toilet for hours.
No.
Yes.
What are you doing? This is your sign that we needed to do this today for your body.
I love, like, I'm loving the spicy chicken sandwich. I love like spicy ramen.
You can have it every once in a while.
Buffalo
it's like a
blue
treat.
Cheese fries.
Yeah, you got buffalo macaroni and cheese.
I know.
Today.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Avoid spicy
But this is
foods.
just what your body reacts best to.
Okay. So it basically says, if you want something cooked, pair it with a salad or a cooling drink, blah, 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 blah. This also applies to being too heated mentally or emotionally.
So and you literally said I'm a firecracker earlier.
If you're feeling too passionate or mad about something, that's not the time to eat. Try a cooling tea first and address what's making you feel those things.
Wait, that's
okay.
funny.
Then it says your brain. So it says coolness also suits your mind, not just your digestive system. So whenever you need to feel good or switch your brain on, try cold showers, getting a blast of air conditioning, or going outside for a bit to get some fresh air. This will instantly bring you back to a place of balance so you can see things sharply and more clearly.
Do you feel like that's true?
Yeah, I think
like you
so.
went for runs outside a lot.
Yeah, this winter I did.
Yeah.
And like I was like, and I don't want to say, I've been cold plunging, but I did a cold plunge when I was in St. George.
But I did one.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm a professional
I've done a few
plunger.
and they're amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
so funny.
Freaking cool.
That's
okay.
hilarious.
So then the next one's your strongest sense. So basically we all have like 5 senses. Here it says 6. I'm not sure if we have 6 senses, but this is the one that like is your spidey sense, but it's not just like a surface level. Like for example, mine's touch.
Mine's touch.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. But it doesn't mean like, oh, I love to touch people. Okay. So listen. So it says of all the 6 senses, each of us have one that's dominated, and it senses like it's the sense that is heightened and makes you feel most alive. So with touch as your strongest sense, you're meant to use your hands, which we both do hair.
What?
Yes. And physicality in everything you do. You're probably already very generous and giving, and sharing your belongings and efforts with others gives you pleasure, which for me is 100%.
I'm like, you literally have I did buy it from you, but you gave me your bum bag.
It's true. Yes. So it's just crazy.
So if you
that
have
like
any more bags you'd like to give me, I think this app really just
you're like, if you have that desire after this.
Yeah, if you have that desire and that goodness in your heart, you'll give me.
I will. But that isn't that crazy for me. It's true.
It's so
but
wild.
Like, it's so like we both are just gifted with our hands, and that like we talk with our hands and things like that.
Yes.
Pretty cool. Okay, last one is your emotions. I was excited to hear this one. How you feel things. What does yours say?
I'm emotional.
I'm non-emotional. I read this and I was like, this is accurate. I never cry. I always joke that I'm dead inside. But when I read this.
Okay, you can cut this out, but do you feel like before the stew stuff you were more emotional?
No.
Okay. So
maybe a little bit. Maybe I have learned to like cut. Like I've definitely learned to handle my emotions better for sure. But like in general, like my mom cries at everything, and like I cry at nothing. Like it's always been like a joke.
Do you feel like your dad's like that?
My dad's non-emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably get it from him.
Okay.
But this is what was interesting to me when I read this is, so I've always felt like if I walk into a room and the energy's low, I all of a sudden feel that way.
Yeah.
Like I pick up on energies, and this was interesting when I read this. So it says non-emotionals are experts at picking up on what others are feeling because you don't have background emotions of your own. Perfect. And because you're naturally supposed to be a calm lake, you can easily sense emotional ripples from the outside world. Let's say someone walks into the room and they are sad at a level 2, you feel it on a 10. You will pick up on this and it will feel like a 6 because it's just a contrast to your normal state. So basically being non-emotional means that your natural state is calm, cool, collected. You only feel things when something around you is happening or it makes you feel a certain way.
Okay, interesting.
So what is emotional?
Okay, so mine says being emotional means that your natural state is not cool, calm, and collected.
Just complete opposite.
Like
you're chaotic.
Like the world tells us a good thing. Like the world tells us is a good thing to be. You're up and you're down, and you flow like the ocean, and you feel it all. Which is so like I'm like a golden retriever. I get really hyper.
Yep.
And I'm like. Just like, and when I'm really, really funny and hyper, I'm like super over the top. Yeah. And then I have noticed like when I'm sad, it's like the world's ending.
Yeah. Like it's ups and downs that are like dramatic. Mm-hmm. I could see that with you for sure. And the cool thing about these is like none of them are like bad or good. It's just who you are, and understanding that can help you like navigate life better. Yeah.
So then it says, as an emotional, you experience waves of emotions that are unrelated to what is actually going on in your life. You could wake up feeling happy for no reason or sad for no reason. Wow. And you're here to learn that actually every wave has a purpose in your life's journey for the better. We're taught to see some emotions as good ones and some as bad ones, but you need both for different seasons and reasons. Yep. And the universe is always sending you the right one if it needs you to, is always sending you the right one it needs you to be in this very moment.
That is so freaking cool.
Yeah.
So basically all of this, like there's even more things. So like you need to go home tonight and like read it all. And then you guys listening, go do this because it's so cool. And I want to put my kids in because I also have heard that it can help you parent better because every kid's so individual and has different needs. And if you know how they react to things, you can like adjust your parenting according to it. So now are you like a little more of a believer?
Yeah, no, that was spot on.
Yeah, amazing. You should have Blake do it tonight because when I read Jordan's, I was like, this is 100% true. Like, amazing. So
what about your chart?
That's basically like how your chakras are. So it's set out in a way that's like your description and then your chart, and it like tells you.
What is your crown? Go up to the top.
Oh, my crown is inspiration.
So is mine.
No way. Yeah. Okay, what's your ajna?
Ideas.
Mine too.
Okay, my
next one, my throat is communication.
Same.
No, my G center is love and direction.
So is mine.
No, are we really the same? Okay, what about the little
EGO?
Yeah,
motivation.
Same.
And then
sacral
desires.
Wait, okay, then spleen.
That's
the left one.
Instinct.
Yes. Wait, what?
Is this the whole? Are they supposed to be?
Wait, maybe they're supposed to be the same.
We're like, oh my gosh, we're
the same person.
So then the root is pressure.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe these are just the same things.
Okay.
I'll do more.
Cut this out. That was so embarrassing.
We're so stupid. No, that's kind of funny. We're the same. I'll look more into that and see what that means.
Because your crown is like where you get all your inspiration.
That's probably what it is then. So, and then there's like numbers in here. I haven't looked at the chart as much, so I'll look more into that. But basically this is all really cool. And the app, like there's so much information on everything. Like you could just spend hours on it. So do it at home. Tell us how you feel. I'm making everyone in my life do this right now. It's insane. So make like your kid, well, you do it for your kids and then do it for Blake and just like see, cause it's really interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's been really fun. This is our second podcast of the day, but we could do this all day. We love it.
I feel like you and I could just chat for hours.
Forever. Yeah. Yeah. That's why we are basically the same person.
Yeah.
So, but no, I just think the human design is so cool because I just think that it can teach you so much about yourself, and like understanding more about who you are, if it resonates, is so cool. And since that all resonated with you, I'm excited for you to like dive into it. Cause it's just so like, I don't know. I just love stuff like that.
No, I agree. And I've never really been like a believer in this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And
you might be.
And now I'm like, well, this is all really true.
But I don't think it necessarily like, it's not like a cult or a religion. Like you don't have to like buy into it fully, but I think it's just cool. Like if you do believe in it, or like if you do resonate with what you hear, it's like great, you know?
Yeah.
But I do feel like a cult, like Stassi was saying that on her podcast. She's like, I feel like a cult leader when I talk about this because I'm so passionate about it. But I'm like, no, it's true. Like
who
everything.
Is Stassi? She the one that's
she's from Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, I was like, she's the one that's friends with like, is it Kylie Jenner?
Oh, there is a girl named Stassi friends with her. So the Stassi I'm talking about was on Vanderpump like 8 seasons or something.
Yes. Okay. So my phone won't let me buy the YouTube because I've been watching Vanderpump on YouTube. Yeah. And it won't let me. It's like says error occurred.
Oh, I'll just send you I think I have it on Amazon Video, all the seasons. So I'll just send you the login. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah. What season are you on? Or did you watch Oh, you're watching that.
Yeah.
James Kennedy is coming to Sky in Salt Lake in May and doing like a night. So we should go to that.
Yes. Go.
I said it to Bailey. I was like, we have to go. Yes, it would be so fun.
We totally need to.
But yeah, that was basically human design, and it's so fun and I love it. And if you're into this, let me know because I think it's amazing. So
it's super fun.
Can't wait to have you like dive more into it. But All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening. That episode was so fun, and we'll catch you next time.
See you later.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening to Just Jay-Z Podcast. You can catch us once a week here on Apple or Spotify, and you can also watch us on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe.